if you would agree with me, many citizens are disenchanted with this current administration, especially over insecurity and the economy. How do you intend to convince them to vote for the APC again?
Now, this is a problem around the world. If you look at the indices, let's start from our neighboring country within ECOWAS. I read yesterday or this morning that some rating agencies has downgraded Ghana to what they call the junk category. Ghana, only a few years back, 2, 3, 4 years ago, many Nigeria analysts, commentators, and TV commentators were talking about, we're using Ghana as an example of a country that has gotten it right. And I remember when President Obama visited Ghana, he refused to visit Nigeria. His reason was that Ghana was an example of a functioning democracy, an economy that was booming, and that Ghana has actually discovered oil. And he went to encourage them to build on that. But Ghana today, inflation rate officially is over 42%. And the cedi has crashed again. In UK, they have had to change their prime minister 3 times within the same party. One prime minister has a problem, they remove me, they bring another prime minister, or within the Conservative Party. What are the issues? Economy, high cost of living, high cost of energy, and growing level of unemployment, and even huge security challenges. By the way, it will interest you to know that that same period that the British Embassy issued warnings to Nigerians about impending security challenges, etc., a couple of persons were killed in part of London. And in America, it's almost every other day that gunmen open fire at bars and all sorts of places. So security challenges are worldwide. But this is not to say that we can't do better. We have to do better. We can't accept insecurity as a given. And I believe that the candidate has spoken to it. He has reminded us that by the end of the Civil War, Nigeria's population was about 50 million persons. And the strength of our armed forces was about 250,000 men. Now we have about 200 million people. And the size of the armed forces is still about 250,000 men. Now it is impossible for them to provide effective policing, even to be able to defend the territorial integrity of Nigeria, as well as play their role in dealing with internal insurgency. And he has spoken to how we will double the size of the armed forces. We talked about also increasing, re-equipping, and motivating the police force. He has laid out clearly an agenda. That is why, at the end of the day, the slogan for this edition of the campaign is renewed hope. Life is sustained by hope. And he has a clear idea as to what he wants to do. So Nigerians understand that. I mean, if I ask you, why are people rushing to Lagos? Because Lagos is safe. Was it always safe? No. What has changed is that you have consistently governors in Lagos State, beginning with Asiwaju, who launched a 25-year development plan, succeeded by Fashola, who many people resisted, but who also turned out to be a success story. You know, we proudly refer to Lagos as a center of excellence, and then to Ambode, who tried to deviate from the plan, and Lagos electorate got rid of him, and brought Sanwo-Olu, who today is, I mean, whatever you want to say, he's showing that what young people can do in Nigeria, beginning with how he managed the COVID pandemic when the whole world was confused, and Lagos got the answer. So we are clear that yes, we have security challenges, but we must also remind Nigerians that Boko Haram started under PDP during President Obasanjo. And today, Boko Haram doesn't have the strength that it had before. We can say it hasn't been eliminated completely. Obviously, it doesn't now host any flag in any local government in any part of Nigeria. That you have to credit President Buhari with. Yes, there are new forms of criminality, which some are now categorized as banditry. There are also some ethnic insurgency that are questioning whether or not they should be part of Nigeria. Those are dynamics that were not present in 2015 or 2019.
All right,
and
Comrade.
every country is dealing with new forms of criminality. I don't know any country that is, I mean, you go to America today. I just returned from Germany yesterday. The kind of things you have to fill to get a SIM card, when you ask questions, they are all dealing with all kinds of internal insurgency, all kinds of internal security challenges and so on. The important thing is to have a leader that has the will to deal with issues as they emerge. And I believe Asiwaju are demonstrating that.
All right, Comrade.
It is not for nothing that even those who criticize us, they relocate to Lagos, or I mean, they locate their businesses to Lagos.
Comrade.
They locate their head offices to Lagos, even when the capital is in Abuja. I believe, you know, if you can manage your house, you can manage your community, you can manage your state, there's a basis to believe that you can manage the country.
All right,
on the
now
other
let's
hand,
zero this down to the south.
You can't manage your family, you can't manage your business, you can't be entrusted with the benefit of the doubt that you can manage the nation.
All right then.